And good afternoon, Port Jervis. This is the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. Very excited today, very excited this afternoon. Here with Miss Halpenny, the director of Matilda Jr., coming this weekend, the 16th play here, musical, under the director, Miss Halpenny. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having us. We're really excited.
Yeah, between the snow yesterday, the weather, Miss Halpenny's got 18,000 things to do before Friday night at 7. But we wanted to do this. We wanted to celebrate the kids and certainly celebrate the work that our district is doing, Miss Halpenny's doing. So tell me, how do you feel here a couple of days before the show?
We are really excited. There's a buzz for any show. These kids are they're over the moon. They can't wait. They're so upset about yesterday. They missed the board meeting yesterday. They missed your podcast yesterday, but here we are sneaking it in today. They are some of the best children I've ever had the pleasure of working with.
Yeah,
ever.
even just walking down the hallway with Miss Halpenny here, we had to stop and say hello. Kids are hugging her, kids are grabbing her, and kids are getting changed. There is a buzz in the air.
Yes.
So your mindset, you're planning now, Trish. Again, you're still teaching. You're a parent, but you're doing all these things here. What's in your lineup here of things that you got to take care of over the next 48 hours?
Really just making sure all the loose ends are tied up. You know, did I remember to tell this kid that they needed to wear this costume? Or did I remember to make sure that the music was set for Mrs. Taub? Or is my stage crew ready? Did they have everything set? Did I forget a prop? Kind of everything. I wake up a lot during the night, and just making sure all the loose ends are tied up. At this point, the kids are ready to perform. So the performing part, it's ready to go. Now it's just make sure Mrs. Halpenny didn't mess up.
Trish, 16 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is it new every time? Is this kind of like, is it become ordinary, or is every show its own kind of wow?
It is definitely its own. Oh, every show, every group of students, it's just every single show is unique. And I happen to put a little thing up on Facebook about let's reminisce about the last 16 years and the pictures that are being shared. I mean, these kids are married and having babies, some of them. I know. And just to know that they have pictures and they remember, and every show is unique. And, they all have some struggles. It's not, we make it look like it's all super fun and easy, which it should look like that, but there's always struggles. But every second is worth it, and every show is unique. Wow. Yeah.
If you're watching live, say hello, a parent, alumni, community member. If you're watching, say hello here. Miss Toski's watching. Yeah, awesome. Trish, you have your first show here, 2008, Honk Jr., way back when, representing. What do you know now, Trish, that you didn't know then?
Well, I guess I knew then, but I didn't know exactly how the level is, but you cannot do anything alone. I came in as a little, 20 something. I'm like, I can take on the world. You can't do anything by yourself. You need a team. And I was blessed from the very first show, Linda DeGraw and Nancy Dunn, my teammates for that, to now Mrs. Roberts-Bailey, Mrs. Taub, and I are the three still standing of all the teams that I've had. Wow. And I know now you cannot do anything alone. Greatness comes from a great team that you have with you. So
and Trish is attracting people, that energy. She's got so much Port pride. Trish, I'm doing all these podcasts, and I ask kids, who's had the deepest impact on you? And I continue to hear your name over and over and over. You have such special relationships with the kids.
I love them all.
Yeah.
And they have a bigger impact on me than they know. What they say about me, I can say a million times more about them. Wow. They make me better every day.
Well, we have the kids here. We're going to meet them. Before we let you go, Trish, what's your message to our community? What's your message, here a couple of days before the show?
Come see these kids. The future of our district is changing. ASK Performing Arts. We don't know if it's going to be ASK anymore. We don't know. We have 4th and 5th grade now instead of 6th grade. So come see these kids for their final performance as the official ASK Performing Arts. That doesn't mean that the shows are over. That just means that ASK Performing Arts may be a little different. But come see them. It's worth every second.
Friday night, 7 o'clock. Saturday, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. They could buy the tickets online, or they could buy them at the door.
Both. Yep.
Can they get autographs if they want?
Oh, absolutely. There's even a spot in the program.
I mean, we got Matilda right out here. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Matilda and Miss Honey, they're ready.
I'm a little nervous. Well, let's meet the kids. You're incredible. Me and Trish are planning a Port Pride professional development here. We're going to kick off next year.
Yes.
But really proud of Miss Halpenny, the work she's doing. When you say Port Pride, when you see Port Pride, when you feel Port Pride, Miss Halpenny is in there. It's incredible. Your enthusiasm is contagious.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very
go get it.
much. Thank you.
I know you're busy, so
Yes. All right. I'll send in the next kids.
send
All
in the
right.
kids here.
Here we go. Miss Honey and Matilda.
Yeah, here's Miss Skellett watching, Miss Tosky, Mr. Toto. So nice. Again, if you're watching live, jump in, say hello. We're gonna meet some of the kids here. Come on in, kids. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. All right. We have Marley Skellett and Natalie Halpenny. Natalie, you got to squeeze in. We got to make you squeeze in here. A little more. Yeah, a little tight. Hi, girls. Natalie, I need you in the screen. You see there? All right. We got these girls here. Welcome, girls. Thanks for coming on. Again, this is Marley Skellett and Natalie Halpenny. Girls, are you excited? Tell me about how you're feeling right now. We will start with you, Miss Skellett.
I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also like excited too.
Yeah. What did you learn from watching your sister? Your sister was just in the show recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
She did good.
Yeah. Okay. Natalie, how do you feel?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous. Not really though.
Is it hard for you that your mom is directing the show?
No.
No? You're used to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, you're Matilda. You're the star of the show. What kind of preparation has gone into all of this?
A lot. We work like really hard.
So tell me about that. What does that mean? You're doing push-ups. You're doing exercise. You're memorizing your lines. You're singing in the shower. What does that mean?
Yeah, I have to like memorize a lot of lines to like know them on the top of my head.
And if you forget something, if you're out there and you forget what you're supposed to say, what are you going to do?
Miss Halpenny said to just like walk around until you remember the line.
Yeah. Wow. Natalie, before the stage opens, and Natalie, you are Miss Honey, right? You're Matilda's teacher, right? And you're Matilda. So before the curtain opens, Natalie, what's going through your mind?
Just like always smile because Miss Honey's a very happy person.
Do you like playing the teacher?
Yes.
Yeah, especially since your mom is a teacher, right? Yeah. Okay. When it's over on Saturday night, when the curtain closes, what do you hope to have happen? What do you hope that you're feeling?
I hope I'm feeling like good at myself for doing like a good job.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna do a good job. Your mom's watching here. What do you want to tell your mom watching the show here?
I want to thank her because she helped me with my lines.
You use index cards. How do you remember them?
So I just say the lines I remember, and then she says like everybody else's lines.
Okay, very cool. Girls, the show is a really fun show. I've seen the movie. I'm looking forward to seeing the show. You know, it's kind of like good versus evil, right? You have this young lady who's such a force of good, and then these bad things, which are adults, like, and she's triumphing that. How does that feel to be like a beacon of goodness in the play? We'll start with you, Natalie.
I feel like it's Miss Honey is kind of my personality. Like, so I'm glad I got her.
Yeah.
She's just very like happy and yeah.
Cool. And you?
Yeah, I think I relate because sometimes I'm a little bad, and then most of the time I'm good.
Yeah. Well, awesome. We're really excited. Again, if you're watching our show here live, say hello and certainly come out of the show 7 p.m. Friday, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Saturday. Autographs are available. Is that yes? Yeah.
Sure.
I definitely want some autographs, ladies. Ladies, before I let you go, what does Port Pride mean to you? Marley, we'll start with you.
It means to like do your best and like don't get yourself in trouble, and just like do your best work.
Yeah, and you're doing that on the big stage this weekend. Natalie, how about you?
I love Port Pride because there's just so many like amazing things about it, and I just love Port.
Yeah, you could tell. You could tell with the both of you. Well, I want to give you a little shout out here, girls. And here's some Port Pride stickers for you all. You can put it wherever you'd like. And your mom didn't get one, so take one for your mom, Natalie. We wish you the best of luck in the show. Go get them. Show your Port Pride. You will do great. How about a fist bump?
Marley.
She's leaving me hanging on live TV here. Have a great time, all right? Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
journey and looking forward to it. All right,
you.
why don't you send in Miss Trunchbull and Mrs. Phelps? How about that? Are they here?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Send them in, ladies. Thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Again, if you're watching live here today, when we are done interviewing the kids, we are going to take you live into the dress rehearsal. Wow. Yes, you can shut the door. Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at those outfits. Wow. Hi, girls.
Hi.
Good to see you. Are you in the screen here? Scoot in. Wait, you got a big costume. There you go. All right. Why don't you introduce yourselves? We have Avery and it's Noonam. Am I saying that right? Noonam. Sorry. Avery Noonam and Isabella Terwilliger.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi. What grades are you in? And tell us your characters.
I'm in 6th grade. And
Okay.
I'm Miss Trunchbull.
And you are Avery Newman. You're Miss Trunchbull. You're the head mistress of the school. That's some outfit. You got your whistle. You got your tie. Okay. Very cool. And you?
I'm in 6th grade also, and I'm Miss Phelps, the librarian.
You're the librarian. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a guess that Mrs. Trunchbull is not playing a positive role, maybe had a little bit of a negative influence. What is that like for you to play a role of, someone with a little pepper in their acting?
It kind of feels weird a little bit because everyone says that I'm positive.
Yeah. It kind of goes against the ASK, do things the right way a little bit. Yeah. Do you feel weird saying some of the not nice lines? Yeah. Hey, but we're in an opportunity where we can laugh about these things, right? I mean, no one wants to see those things in school, but it's a play. It's supposed to be fun. Isabella, how about you? What is your character? Are you a kind of a good character in the play?
Yes. In the play, I'm kind of supportive to Matilda,
Okay.
and I love listening to her stories, especially the special one we're going to hear in the play.
Yeah. Okay. What's most challenging for you being on stage there? What's the thing that's most difficult for you, Avery?
Trying not to forget my lines.
So what do you do? What are some things that you do to remember?
Tap my finger a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're a twin, right?
Uh-huh.
Wow. What's that like being a twin?
Sometimes you forget.
Is your brother involved in the play?
Yeah. He's Nigel,
Okay.
the
Cool.
kid who hides under the coats.
Oh, okay. Cool. How about you, Isabella? What's something that comes easy to you being on stage?
Kind of just like being very loud. My parents tell me I'm a very loud person.
Yeah.
And I'm used to being very happy and jolly. Cause I have a little sister and a little brother that they are very, very energized.
Yeah.
So I have to be energized with them to watch them.
Cool. We're 48 hours away. How ready do you feel right now?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Did yesterday throw you off that you weren't able to have practice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did she have a virtual meeting or something? Were you able to- No? Okay.
We just study lines, listen to music, try to keep on with it.
Yeah. Okay. Avery, what is something that you're really looking forward to about this weekend?
I don't know.
Do you enjoy being on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will you think you'd be nervous kind of when you see the people in the stage? Because we're asking our community to come out. We're hoping to really fill the auditorium. Ooh, we had a great number come out for the HBE play. So do you get nervous when you see the people there?
Yes, but I just remember to keep calm and try to be calm. But sometimes that doesn't work, and if I do, I just look at my friends for support.
And you see Miss Halpenny and the people giving you directions, right? Is Miss Halpenny right up front or is she in the back?
She's in the back.
She's in the back. Yeah. Okay. When the play is over on Sunday and the curtain closes, Saturday, and the curtain closes, what do you hope to feel? What do you hope to have happened over the next couple of days?
I would hope that everything was perfect and that everybody felt good.
Yeah. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be great, right? There's going to be mistakes. We're going to have slip ups. The people are going to, and it's part of the thing is, right? The show must go on. So, before we let you go, Avery, any messages to the community? Anybody, any shout outs you want to give? Oh, sorry. We'll start with you, Isabella. Sorry.
Just be nice to people. Try to be calm when something doesn't go your way. That's it.
Okay. Avery?
Hi, Mom.
Give a shout out to Mom. Well, thank you, girls. Your outfits are fantastic. Did you kind of build these, or Miss Halpenny helped you? How did you get this?
She rented them from the costumer,
Okay.
and we had to figure out how to put them on.
Yeah, I love the outfits. You really look fantastic. So here's a couple stickers for showing your port pride and being in the play. Take those and give them a shout out. Go get them. Good luck. All right. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Why don't you send in Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood? All right. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Again, a little commercial here. 7 o'clock Friday night, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. On Saturday. Hello. Hi, Max. Long time no see. Mr. Wormwood and Mrs. Wormwood. Hello. Come scoot in a little more. This is Delilah Marchinson, your Reed's sister.
Yeah.
And your other brother's name?
Garrett.
Yeah, fine young men. I had both of them as my students. Well, welcome. Why don't you tell us your roles here and how you feel? And why don't we start with you, Delilah?
I am Mrs. Wormwood, and
Matilda's mom.
yeah, Matilda's mom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max, Mr. Wormwood.
Mhm.
Good. How long you guys been married? Just a couple weeks for the show. Yeah. Cool. Max, we had a chance to talk on the podcast. Max was with us here a couple weeks ago. How do you feel now in terms of the show? You feel ready?
Yeah,
Okay. What are some things you've done to prepare for the show?
just make sure I know all my stuff, all my lines, when to be on, where to be on.
Okay. Is there someone behind the stage saying, hey, go here, go there, Max, get over here, Delilah, go here? Are they getting you ready?
I mean,
They
No.
give us our props,
yeah,
Okay.
stage crew.
Because Miss Halpenny's in the audience, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't met you, Delilah. Tell me about your readiness for the show. Tell me about your excitement for the show.
I'm very excited. I make sure that I know all my lines.
And how do you do that? How do you prepare?
I just go over my lines each night, and before I go on stage, I relook at my lines.
Do you anticipate that Saturday will be easier than Friday, that you did it already once?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You'll sleep good Friday night.
Mhm.
Okay. How do you deal with nervousness, Delilah?
Good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What are some
yeah.
things that you do to get past it?
I just tell myself that there's no going back because I'm already there basically.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's a great mindset there. Very good. Again, Delilah Marchinson, she's Mrs. Wormwood. This is Max Talmadge, Mr. Wormwood. I spoke, Matilda was here earlier. The play is, kind of good versus evil. You have these adults that are just not doing the right thing. How does that feel to kind of go opposite everything you're learning about being a good person? Does it feel a little weird to go against
yeah.
your morals and your mindset? Max, how does that feel?
It feels different, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, her father is just a terrible guy, right? So when you're saying these words and lines, does it, or are you really getting into the character? You're able to separate.
I'm able to get into the character.
Yeah. Okay. And how about you?
I'm also able to get into the character, but it just feels different because normally we're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
So just different.
And our parents in our lives have showed us love and care and done so much for us. And then these parents, Matilda's parents, is just so mean, and he calls her a scab just to pick at her and throw her away. And she's this wonderful little person, right? Yeah. Okay. What is one thing that's really challenging for you, Delilah?
I didn't get this original role
Mhm.
because I was originally a little kid, but
Mhm.
then the other Mrs. Wormwood, she said it was just like too much for her, so
Wow.
she stopped being the Mrs. Wormwood. So then Miss Halpenny gave me the opportunity.
Wow. What was that like for you to step up into this role?
It was very exciting
Yeah.
because it went from like a little tiny role because I didn't say anything, I just sang, and then now it's just like a whole bunch of talking.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Wormwood, what message do you have for our community here a couple days before the show?
It's gonna be good.
Okay. Max, what will you do from Friday night to bring you to Saturday? You know, will you watch the show on tape? Will you review? How will you review your performance?
Just go home, review my lines before I go to bed, and if I mess up on the Friday night show, see what I messed up, and try and fix it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, do you have any shout outs you want to give? I got a number of people watching. Anything you'd like to say? Delilah, you want to shout out anybody?
I don't have a shout out.
Okay. Max?
To my parents and grandparents.
Yeah. You did really well on the podcast before. This is your second time. This is old news for you. All right. This is Max Talmadge and Delilah Marchinson. Shout out to the Marchinson family. Had her brothers here. Here's some Port Pride stickers, kids. Thanks for showing your Port Pride on stage. Thanks for being involved in our activities. This really means a lot to a lot of people, and we're thrilled that you're doing it. I love your outfits.
Thank you.
You get to wear them to school on Friday, or no? She doesn't want you to. She doesn't want you to stain them or anything. Yeah, you look great.
Thank you.
Have a great time. All right, enjoy. All right, send in. Who's next? Tommy and Amanda, Blake and Charlie. Send them in. All right. We have Tommy and Amanda coming next. A couple more kids, and we're going to meet some of the assistant directors, and then we're going to hear a song. Well, hello there.
Hello.
Hi. You have your school uniforms on?
Yeah.
This is Tommy and Amanda, Blake Taub, and Charlie Toski. Welcome. Are you Mrs. Taub's son?
Mhm.
You are. Good to see you guys. I didn't realize Matilda went to, is it private school or Catholic school or something like that?
More like a school where you basically get beaten.
Yeah. One of those old-fashioned kind of sleepaway schools. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, introduce yourselves. Tell us your grade level, and then tell us about your character. Blake, why don't we start with you?
My name is Blake Taub, and I'm in 6th grade, and I'm excited to be here.
Awesome.
Hi,
Charlie?
my name is Charlie, and I'm in 6th grade, and I play Amanda, the girl that gets thrown by her pigtails.
You get what by your pigtails?
Thrown by my pigtails.
Oh my goodness. Are they going to do that on stage? Oh my
People
God.
have to lift me up.
Whoa. Wow. Mrs. Toski says hello. Brenda Toski says hello. Miss Bracero says hello. Hello, Miss Gomez. Well, how do you guys feel? We're 48 hours before the show. Do you feel ready? Charlie, we'll start with you.
I feel ready, but I'm really nervous.
So what do you do to get past that nervousness?
Sometimes I'll just think about it's just me singing to my friends and my family instead of a whole audience.
That's a good strategy there. Blake?
I basically just do breathing exercises. Sometimes when I'm in private, I like to do yoga.
Awesome strategies there. Blake, is that you? Are you the friend where they make you eat the cake or something like that?
No,
No,
that
that's not-
is Bruce.
Oh, that's Bruce. I have
Slash
to
William.
admit. So are you friends with Matilda in the show? Are you a friend of Matilda's?
Yes.
You are.
Mhm.
Okay. How do you feel about this theme of good and evil? That Matilda is this wonderful, shining star of a young person dealing with all these evil adults. How do you feel about the story of the play?
I feel like it's like in a very good timeline to it, and I feel like it brings a sign of hope for everybody at the school who's being terrorized.
Well, hopefully people aren't being terrorized, but certainly whether they're in a bad situation, bringing hope is a good. That was a great answer there, Blake. Charlie, how about you? What's your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show is the end when we sing Revolting Children.
And we're going to hear that in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your favorite part. Is that the
Mhm.
big, they call it ensemble, where everyone's out there together?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Because I have big kids in the background too.
Oh wow, really? Okay, some high schoolers. When you say big kids, what do you mean?
Sixth graders.
Oh,
they
sixth
play
grade.
big kids
In the show, got it. Okay, Charlie. When it's over on Saturday night, what's one thing you're going to be really happy about?
I'm going to be really happy about how I get to go to the after school program and hang out with my friends more.
Nice. Blake, what about you? What's one thing you think you'll miss?
I think I'll miss like being able to like be with people and co-working with them and throughout the play and singing songs with them, and
Yeah.
dancing with them.
You enjoyed that.
Yes.
Will you both continue on in the middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not know.
You don't know. You're undecided at this time.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a number of people watching. What's your message to the community, Charlie? What would you say to our community here on the 48 hours before the show?
I hope you guys enjoy this play if you're coming. We worked really hard.
They did, and we hope our community will come out. A number of people watching here, really excited with the number of people. This is awesome. Hello, Ms. Parker Hughes. Blake, how about you? What's your message here today?
I want to say that everybody look out for the play, and it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. Well, again, these are friends of Matilda, Blake Taub and Charlie Tosky. Guys, we're really proud of you. We're really excited for it. ASK, so many people have been working towards it. Here's a couple Port Pride stickers. Thanks for being part of it, and I'll see you in a couple minutes for the big song, all right? What's the name of the song again?
Revolting Children.
Revolting Children. We try to avoid that here at school,
Yeah.
but for the play, we'll go with it. All right, nice to meet you guys. You did
Thank
a great
you for having
you did a
us.
great job.
Thank you for having us.
Great answers. Really good. All right, you guys, why don't you send in Mrs. Taub, Mrs. Holden, and Miss Roberts Bailey, our last couple people here. Oh, William and Olivia here? Come on in. Yeah. Did I miss them? Oh, did we go out of order here? What happened? I went out of order. Sorry. I missed you guys. This is Bruce and Lavender. Welcome. I love your outfits.
Thank you.
Forgive me for going out of order. I'm running this podcast and I missed you. This is William Maley and Olivia Rains. Welcome. Am I saying that right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you're the last of the Maleys?
Yep.
Yeah. I was the last Murata. Yeah. But your family, I know all your siblings there. Well, welcome. How do you feel 48 hours before the show? We'll start. And you go with William, Will, Bill? What do you go by?
Just William.
William? Okay, William. How do you feel before the show here?
I'm kind of nervous, but I'm actually really excited.
Yeah, a lot of the kids, you can feel the excitement. Have you been in the shows before?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. How do you feel when the curtain is open and the bright lights are on you?
I feel like I'm about to be in a show and I have to be serious about it.
You do, yeah. You will be in a show and it's happening. Is your family, your siblings coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Olivia, how about you? How do you feel?
Well, mostly it is excitement. Sometimes you do get a little bit nervous because of lines or solos and stuff in
Yeah.
front of a big audience. But really, you just have to pretend that it's just you, and then it's not so bad.
Kind of mentally pretend that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slide over a little bit so they can see you here on the camera. So tell me about your characters a little bit. Lavender, you're a friend of Matilda?
So yeah, Lavender actually self-declares herself as Matilda's best friend.
Whoa, okay.
And after she sees that Matilda is so smart and kind to everybody, she's like, I want to be her friend. She's so cool.
Wow. Okay. Is she a good character?
Yes.
She is.
She's very funny and very outgoing. I feel like she's very kind and silly.
And do you guys receive some torment, some negative pressure from your teachers too? Your who is it, Mrs. Trunchbull?
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
she was here earlier. She was quite scary there. William, Bruce also received some negativity from the teacher, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they do the cake scene in there?
Yes.
Do you have to eat a cake?
No.
No, you're kind of pretending to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it like for you guys to be in this musical of the story of good versus evil, right? We're always working with our young people, teaching them, trying to modeling being good. And in the play, you're around adults that aren't good. What does that mean mean for you? Why don't we start with you, William?
It's definitely like kind of about true story that that adults are mean to kids, but that it's basically saying you have to look through it and be yourself.
Be your own person. Yeah. Okay. Olivia?
Well, generally it's not that bad since you kind of like know that it's all just acting
Yeah.
and how it's not really being mean to each other. But when you do think about it, it is just kind of like what William said, how sometimes it is real life, how adults are really mean to kids.
Yeah. Sometimes you experience that. Yeah. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm most looking forward to being able to do a real show for a large audience with everybody because we've all put in a whole bunch of work and worked really hard. So it's going to be exciting to get to do it with everyone.
Yeah. Wow. I love the outfits and
Thank you.
all of that. What would you do? I've asked a number of kids when they make a mistake. What do you do if someone around you or before you makes a mistake? How would you respond to that, Olivia?
Well, I would kind of just like look over at them and let them know like it's okay. We all do it sometimes.
Oh,
Because sometimes it does happen on stage, and like you have to just let them know it's all right. It all happens.
yeah. Wow. When it's over on Saturday night and the curtain closes, what will you miss the most, William?
I definitely miss like having fun with all my friends when we're learning and practicing and dancing.
Yeah. Olivia, you?
I'll definitely miss being on stage with everyone, practicing the songs, coming to the auditorium every night. It'll be sad to leave after everything we've done for the show,
Yeah.
but it'll also be like exciting to know that we finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna be like singing the rest of the songs for a long time after.
In your head, anytime you hear it, see it. How many times have you watched the movie?
I've only watched a musical.
Oh, you've only watched the musical. Okay.
I've watched the
twice.
movie a lot of times, and I've watched the musical even more than that.
Where can you find the musical? I've never seen the musical.
The musical is on Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
The movie used to be on Netflix, but they took it off just a
Okay.
little while ago.
All right. Guys, we have reading, writing, science, sports here. How do you feel about celebrating the arts, acting and singing? Why is that important in schools today? William, why don't we start with you?
Because it shows off a lot of talent in yourself that you could sing and dance, not just be good at sports and math or subjects that actually do with like teachers that are serious about the subject.
Good answer, William. Olivia, before we let you go, I'd like to ask, what does Port Pride mean to you?
Port Pride to me means showing kindness and respect to everybody in the Port area and kind of just like being good to yourself and others as you're here at school and around the community.
Olivia Raines, William Maley playing Bruce and Lavender in the show. Here's some Port Pride stickers for you, and we'll be coming and seeing you sing in a couple minutes. We're going to bring the camera in here, and we're going to do it. Okay?
Yeah.
Good luck. You were awesome. Really nice to meet you guys. Sorry I went out of order there.
It's okay.
All right, cool. Go get them. All right. Why don't you send in our last group here?
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
That was Olivia Raines and William Maley. Aren't these kids incredible? This is unbelievable. Come on in. Let's pull up a third chair. There we go. Why don't you make a little triangle? No, come behind. Somebody sit behind. Pull that behind, Miss Roberts. Yeah. There you go. Cool. All right. Now come in here. Yeah, scoot in there. We got to all fit here. All right. Hi.
Hello.
We have Mrs. Tom. We have Mrs. Roberts Bailey, and we have Paige Holden. Have I got everyone's right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, introduce yourselves and then tell us, what are you doing here in the musical?
I'm Nicole Roberts Bailey. I am a third grade teacher here at ASK. I started out in 2010 as a parent volunteer.
Wow.
And I'm still here.
You've been
At
working with
Trish's side.
ASK. Wow. Because your daughters have all
Yeah,
came through?
started with my oldest daughter for the Music Man, 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this like throwback weekend? Is that-
Today was the
Wow,
yeah,
from all the
Spirit
different
Weekend
shows.
at
Wow.
school, yeah.
Okay. Paige?
I'm Paige Holden, and I'm the choreographer of the show.
Wow. What grade are you in?
8.
Awesome.
She's
Mrs. Todd?
spectacular. I'm Mrs. Taub. I am a second grade reading teacher. I've been here since 2007 at ASK, and I've been doing the show since Hunk with Mrs. Halpenny. I started out as a volunteer, and then now I'm the assistant director.
Wow. Wow. This is fantastic. The kids were great. Well, as the adults and assistant, choreographers here running the show, how do you feel in terms of your preparation right now? Ms. Roberts, why don't we start with you? How do you feel?
Well, I'm in charge of stage crew.
Okay. A lot of moving parts there.
Yeah, we have a fantastic group of kids. They're ambitious, hardworking, and they're doing a great job. So we're prepared. Sometimes I've had those, the night before scaries, usually every year, that we're going to miss a cue, or I'm going to miss a cue, or forgot to tell the kids to do something, but we're in good shape.
Nice.
Yeah.
And tell me about those kids that are behind the scenes, right? The bright lights aren't on
They
them.
have an important role.
Yeah. Tell me about working with those kids.
Well, if they don't do their job, the cast can't do their job.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by sometimes I feel like, oh, I hope we don't miss something, especially during opening night. So, but we're in good shape. So
And they get to come out, right?
they
get
do at the
applause, right?
end. They
Yeah.
get applauded. They get to sing the last during vows. They get to sing.
Oh,
so
good.
they have a very important role.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And Paige, how about you? You're in 8th grade and you're directing the dancing. Tell me about that.
I started it over the summer.
Okay.
I got my script before the school year ended to start it, and I've been just working on it.
And how did Miss Halpenny get you on the staff like this? How did that happen?
Well, I've been a dancer since I was 4 years old. So after Seussical, which was my 6th grade show, I asked if I could come back, and she said, "Yeah, I want you to do choreography."
Wow. Is this something you want to do later in life?
Mhm.
Yeah. We're going to have to maybe recruit you to come on the podcast just to talk about that. That's fantastic. Well, thank you for helping the younger people. You're already giving back and you're only in 8th grade. That's awesome. Mrs. Todd, what's your role?
So I'm the assistant director, but I also sit in the back and I run the music. So it's very nerve-wracking, especially since there's so many moving parts. I have to figure out time for the stage crew to give them time to set up and costume changes. And so it's always interesting to see from the rehearsal standpoint to now how the movement of all of that works together with the music. It's a really beautiful thing when it comes together. Trish works such magic.
I mean, the
With those
set
kids.
in there looks fantastic. The
Mhm.
colors. We've released a few pictures. We're going to hear them sing now. Did you have a love of the musicals and the arts as a young person? Too?
Absolutely. I've done my first show when I was in 6th grade. I did The Secret Garden at Presby Players, and then I went to Port Jervis High School and I did the shows here as well. So I've always loved theater, and I've done a couple shows with Trish in community theater as well.
Wow.
Mhm.
And your son's here.
And my son's here, so that was
Yeah.
he always came to all the rehearsals for all the shows, and he would like memorize the choreography and do them at home. And then I was like, "Oh, are you going to do the show?" And he's like, "I don't think so." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think so."
Yeah.
So it's really nice to see. It's very different perspective, like trying to split between being the assistant director and being with mom, because it's just it's really big and heartwarming for me to see him up there.
This is great. It really gave my face hurts from smiling so much. But he was very well spoken.
Oh, he speaks much
in
better
the
than I
interview,
do.
Yeah. Well, ladies, how about a quick message for our community about this coming weekend? Here's some Port Pride stickers for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. But what would you say, Ms. Roberts? What's your message to our community?
You don't want to miss it. It's fantastic. The kids are amazing, and it's a show it's a must see. You want to come see it.
We got the weather out of the way here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ms. Taub, your message?
Please come see these kids. They're absolutely amazing, and you will not regret it. It is time well spent for sure.
And Paige, what does Port Pride mean to you?
Dedication, and then including everybody and everything, and following the Port Pride 5.
Awesome answer. This is going to be great. You guys can take your stickers.
Thank you so
Again,
much.
this is Mrs. Taub, Paige Holden, and Miss Roberts Bailey. Again, directing behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, making it all work. So thank you very much for coming on. So I'm going to be able to come in now, and we'll get them ready. So why don't you run in and tell them I'm on my way.
All right. Do
All
you need
right.
help?
I'm going to bring the camera in. I got to disconnect this. I'm going to give a little message, and I'll be in about 30 seconds.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, everybody. If you are watching live, here's what's going to happen. I got a bunch of plugs in this computer. I'm going to unplug them, but it should kind of kick back on. So Mrs. Noonan, Mrs. Toski, Mr. Toto, if you're watching, just give me a thumbs up that it came back on, and that everything's up and running. And we're going to bring, again, the computer into the auditorium, and we're going to make it work. So give me about 30 seconds, and I'm literally going to pick it up. So stay tuned, stay with us, and then if I'm asking, are we back on? You just give me a thumbs up in the chat, okay? Here we go. Let's try to see if this all works. Disconnect this, disconnect. All right, I see myself on the thing here. Ms. Toski, Ms. Noonan, is it up and running? I hope it is. Again, if you could jump in the chat and let us know that we are still running. Yes, good. Thanks, Ms. Skillett. All right, we are leaving the high school guidance office now. The kids are excited. I asked Ms. Halpenny if we could do this, and she said yes. Let's get them ready. And I see them on stage. I see our people in the audience here. Let's get that closed. And here we are in the Port Jervis Auditorium. Here's Ms. Halpenny and her little assistant there.
Nina.
There we go. Nina is the star of the show herself. I'm going to not fall on my way down. And here we go. Look at this. The auditorium looks fantastic. Get this queued up. Oh, hello there. Hi, David. Hi, guys. All right, everybody. We are just about to get started. There are the wonderful actors, and we'll cue this up. Thanks for staying with us. And I think, Ms. Halpenny, are you ready? Kids, are you ready? Give me a little nod. And 3, 2, 1.
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will the truth be told. Never again will I keep pulling out. Never again will I count it right. I always said I'm here for one. Again, we'll be your voting children, still our voting sons, and we'll have stressful voting, red voting on. We are voting children, voting sons, we sing voting songs, we sing voting sons, we'll be your voting children, still our voting sons, and we'll have stressful voting, red voting, almost screaming roar.
How about a round of applause, kids? Woo! Kids, can I get a go Port? Can I get 2 claps? Everybody, Friday and Saturday night is the show. Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Come on out. Ms. Halpenny, thank you. Assistants, thank you. Kids, how about a wave to everybody? All right, one more round of applause. Woo! Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you this weekend. Go Port!